Hi there, this is Roderick from Toy Masters Video Magazine here at Toy Fair 2717. This is basically the second day at Toy Fair. I'm here at Factory Entertainment with Barry Eldridge. He's going to give us the rundown on what new products they have coming out from DC, Marvel, Ghostbusters, and some new products here called Paw Plays on the plush line. So with it, Barry Eldridge.
Hey Roderick, how you doing? Good to see you again. Has it been a year already? Obviously. So you kind of gave best intro there. We got a whole bunch of new stuff this year. Some new horror statues that we're doing. We're taking our motion statue line to a larger size. It has the motion features, so he bobbles at the waist, but he also has sound. He does digital sound effects from the first movie, and he has interchangeable arms and arms and head. So you can turn him from just the standard Freddy to the alleyway scene Freddy where he chases Tina, and then you've got the face, the alternate head where he tears off his skin. So lovely and wholesome for all families and stuff, but for Halloween and for Freddy fans, what more could you ask for? Then our line of other items is much the same as last year. We're continuing on with all of our Ghostbusters products. We finished out the line of the motion statues with the two guys that were missing, with Egon and Winston. They both talk and they have digital sound effects from the movie. And then most of the other stuff you will have seen last year. And then if we head over behind you there, we go on to the DC cabinet. DC is a great brand for us, the DC and Warner Brothers movie universe. This year we're going to get a whole bunch of cool stuff. We're getting the Wonder Woman movie, we're getting the new Justice League movie. We can't wait to see it. So we have new motion statues here, some of the Amakomi girls people will have seen last year, and there's some new additions into that range. Then we come down here to Wonder Woman, and we've got a sort of a classic Wonder Woman for the 75th anniversary. And then over on this side we've got what we're calling the fine art, classical, neoclassical monolith. And this, the idea behind this is, you know, if Wonder Woman were a goddess in the real world, in the ancient Greek or Roman times, what would she have looked like? And this is the idea. It's a resin statue, but it has marble dust in the resin, so it feels like marble, it feels cold. And the idea is that, you know, you put that in your house and maybe somebody doesn't immediately notice that that's a collectible. You know, is it a statue? Oh yeah, hell, it's Wonder Woman, I didn't get it. People, tell us what you think. You know, we try and do different things. If you love it, let us know. If you hate it, let us know. But, you know, we like to know what fans think. And then down here we got the metal miniatures, which we've been doing. These are artisanal, kind of, you know, harkening back to the days of old where you had toy soldiers made of lead and made of tin. We're taking that and putting it into tiny little collectible figurines. Each one is handmade. The way they're made, you pour the molten metal into the mold, and eventually the mold gets destroyed after about, the most we can make is about 1,000 of each. So these things are real artisanal, real handmade things that will hopefully have heirloom quality in the future, because when we make the last one, that's it. We can't make any more without remaking the mold. So they're an acquired taste, and they're small, but we're trying to pack a whole bunch of detail, and they're heavy. They're solid metal. Each one, you pick it up and you go, wow, you know, this is impressive. And then on the bottom shelf here, we got our sort of piece de resistance this year, which is the Batcave. If you believe it or not, there's never been an accurate replica of the '66 Batcave like this, and here it is. Some might say it's the world's most elaborate display stand for a Hot Wheels diecast, and that is what that is. That's a Hot Wheels diecast, and it's not included, but most of you guys who own one will desperately want to put it in here. That turntable turns and it rotates, and I don't know if you can see it on camera, but that atomic pile has color change LEDs in there, so it's pulsating to look like it's filled with wholesome nuclear power. And you just got to let it get dusty, and then Alfred can come along and dust it down with a feather duster. All the furniture's removable, the bat poles are there, the door is there, and we've even got little details like the Gotham sign. And, you know, at the end of the day, we hasten to say it, but it's a play set for big boys and big girls who want to enjoy all the fun of the Batcave.
Yeah, I can say that I actually have the Batmobile myself and everything. I know my friend's gonna like this. You probably might have saw Mark from Gotham.
Yes, we did.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that no one, I mean, there were a couple of play sets and toys back in the 60s, and there have been Lego versions, but no one's ever done an accurate, and we can't really call it a replica because the set was never the same. You know, they moved the set around every shot. They had the whole thing on wheels and on gimbals, and it was really clever. The whole thing was moved around, and so there was no one true Batman set, but they kept using it, and all the pieces are here. So anybody that enjoyed that show, and it's a weird thing because that show's old, but everybody knows the Batcave. There's this. You even get kids who were not even born or even thought about being born when that show was on, and yet they know this Batcave above all the others. They've seen the other Batcaves in the movies, but Adam West's Batcave was probably the coolest of them all.
So what else do we have coming up?
Let's go on to Marvel. After DC, I mean, you've got the two greats of the comic book world here and the movie world. People may remember our motion statues from last year on the top here, so from Deadpool to Groot to Captain America, and then at the end of this year we released Vision. They're all spring-mounted or lever-mounted, so they move in some way. And Deadpool, I believe, is close to or almost sold out, and they are all numbered limited editions with all of our stuff. When it's gone, folks. So if you like this stuff and you're thinking about it, don't wait too long, because every year we get someone phone us and say, have you still got that? And we have to say, sorry, it's gone. And they're like, and can't you just make, nope, when we say 500, we mean 500. And then we're taking the thing to another level here with this. This is a premium motion statue. Iron Man is mounted on a metal rod, so he kind of quivers like he's in flight. And this one was a kind of vanity project. We loved the scenes in Civil War where they were fighting, so we wanted to try and recreate it. And at first the factory told us it was impossible because, Iron Man is actually levitating on that tiny little bit. But it works, and here it is, folks. That's the evidence you can see. And then next to him is Hawkeye, and Hawkeye is going to be a new feature for us where we're taking the motion statues to another level, where we're actually adding some electronic motion, and I'll just turn it on here. And he actually rotates on his own electronic battery-operated turntable, so you can see him in all his glory. And I don't know if you can pick it up on the camera there, but it isn't just Hawkeye. There really is a little Ant-Man right there on the end of the arrow. Not much bigger than a grain of rice, but he is there. And he is really detailed. And we hope to bring out more of these. If people like the motion feature, we'll have more statues that rotate. And yes, it does have an auto shut-off, folks. So if you forget that you've left it on, it will turn itself off to save your batteries. I believe it's about 2 minutes.
Okay.
More metal miniatures on the end there. We've got last year's Avengers, and we're adding in a few more Civil War. We've got Deadpool there, and they're the same as the DC. Handmade, solid metal, artisanal quality. And all of them 1/52nd scale. And then that pretty much does it for Marvel and DC. We can wander over here and I can show you some more visual items. People may know us for the high-end stuff, but we also do some fun stuff, some more toy product. And we call that SWAT, so it stands for Soft Weapons and Tactics. So what we have is what we're liking to say, it's soft, safe, and I will just use my colleague here to show that you can hit people with it. But the added feature here, and I don't know if you can pick it up, is they all have motion-activated sound, so when you hit them, you get various noises, and they are totally safe. They're flexible, and I'll tell you, the history behind these is my kids came home with one of those foam swords, and they said, look, Dad, these are safe, and then whacked me with it, and I can tell you, they're not safe, they hurt. So we went one better, and we got baseball bats, and we got everything. We got Wonder Woman's shield and sword, even from the new movie, so you can protect yourself from an attack, but again, it's completely safe and flexible. For this year, we're adding in Harry Potter. So we've got Harry Potter's Golden Snitch, we've got the broomstick, and for the first time ever, you will be able to play Quidditch, because we're going to have a full Quidditch set with a bludger and a quaffle, and you'll be able to actually hit the ball, and they have sound in them, and they make noises. The only thing we can't do, not yet, we can't make you fly. We can squeeze on down the end there, and I can show you a few more things. We've got some of the SWATs on display here so you can see them a little bit better. We've got our Game of Thrones line, which is really, really popular, and everybody loves our little direwolf cubs. So we've done all 6, and some of them have survived the show, not all, sadly. So this year we're refreshing the line, and we're going to start doing them in what we like to call the lying down pose, or cubs in repose. And the heads rotate on those so you can turn them. We had them standing up, now we got them sleeping, or lying down, but not dead.
Oh, yeah.
And prop replica wise, many people will remember our King Joffrey crown, and everybody said to us, why are you doing a replica of a crown of probably one of the most horrible characters on the show? But that crown is now sold out. The complete edition size is gone, and there are no more crowns. We think it's because at the end of the last show, spoiler alert, when his brother got the crown, he turned out to be a nice guy, and people actually wanted to buy the crown at that point. But we're following it up this year with King Robert's crown, much bigger crown, and his dad, or maybe not, spoiler alert, who knows. Same high quality metal, same stand that's designed to look like the Iron Throne sword hilts. And then later on this year, after the Robert's crown, we'll be bringing it out with the evil villainess of the piece, depending on your point of view, his mother, Queen Cersei, and her crown, or tiara, I guess you could call that one. This is a fun item. It's the Hand of the King bottle opener. It's an exact replica of the Hand of the King prop, but added feature on the back. It has a bottle opener, and you can crack open a frosty beverage if you want to, because, you know, after all that work in the palace, you probably need a drink or 2 or 10. Some of our older items here, the prop replica pieces and our Game of Thrones desktop statues. These are replicas of the sets and environments from the show in 1/400th scale.
Yeah, I remember from last year.
Yeah, you can put yourself inside Winterfell Castle if you want, and without getting killed. It's pretty rare. And then we'll come around the front here and I'll show you pause play, because that's kind of fun. So with pause play, the idea here is kids love cosplay, adults love cosplay. You go to Comic-Con, everyone's dressed up in the amazing costumes. The highlight of our year is having a booth at Comic-Con and seeing all the people come up dressed up. It's just brilliant, and the effort and the skill and the talent that goes into it. So we love cosplay, and we love animals, and we thought, what the hell, we'll mash them together and we'll have pets and cosplay, and it's pause play. So this is Bruce, and he's not the home edition. We think he might be a little bit large for your house, unless you like really big dogs. So Bruce is a Doberman puppy, and he has a favorite superhero that he likes to dress up as, and can anybody guess who his favorite hero is? I wonder. And it's a good thing his name happened to be Bruce, but he's not on his own. He's got a whole bunch of friends over here. So with Bruce, you have other puppies that like superheroes, such as Victor and Jack, and can anybody guess who this guy's name might be? Yes, it's Clark. And not to be outdone, the puppies are met with the kittens, because, you know, cats and dogs don't get on. They stay in separate CDUs, but when they get together, they can fight crime and dress up and pretend to be their own favorite heroes. They're cute, they're cuddly, they're adorable. They're 6 to 8 inches high. Fun. Loads of people love these, and we hope these are going to be popular, and we hope that we can bring them out for other licenses, because, you know, what's not to like? Cute, cuddly animals. Aww, and superhero costumes.
Now, is this popular with the girls or the guys, or both?
You know what? I mean, we're bringing them out here for the first time, so I would say they're pretty much unisex. You know, boys, girls, kids. You got weird things. Some characters are very male-centric, some characters aren't, and then you got characters like Harley Quinn. You know, she was always kind of a very female character, but as soon as the movie came out and people saw her, I would say Harley Quinn is really popular with boys and girls. So I like to think that we're beyond that now. You know, people really don't care. It's, you know, anybody can buy these. If you love the characters, if you love the animals, and, you know, hopefully you've got a dog or a cat at home, or maybe both, just enjoy it. I think it's pretty much common with both. But, you know, there's a lot of big boys who should know better who collect. So I guess there would be some collectors there. But we're finding more and more girls who like collecting, and hey, we have no problem with that. We think it's cool.
What's the retail price going to be?
These retail between $10 and $14.99. We're launching them here, so we haven't got set retails yet. It will depend on the amount of retailers who take them. So if you like these and you want to see them in your stores, get online and tell people, because the more stores they go in, the cheaper they get. And, you know, that's what we'd love to see these in every house in the land if we could. But remember, kids, a dog isn't just for Christmas, it's for life, and same with a cat, so you've got to look after it. They are all house trained though, so you're okay, and they won't eat the couch much. They protect you from crime though, except Jack. He might burn your house down, I don't know.
All right, well, thank you, Barry.
Thank you.
Barry Eldridge from Factory Entertainment. I'm here at Toy Fair 2017 at the New York Jacobs Jarvis Convention Center. Take it easy, everybody. I'll catch y'all guys later.
See ya.